Hey everyone, my name is theSirhc and welcome back to another episode here on the Decidedly Vanilla server. I've been doing a lot of work on my mansion up there, turned around too far, and I'm really liking the way that it's looking. I love it. We also have a couple of new additions here that just make it look even better. These are some hot air balloons made by Nashcrafter, floating over our beautiful wheat field here, and they're just like in the exact right position to frame our house and just add to the scenery here. This is beautiful thumbnail material right there. Oh, that's nice. Anyways, let's head up there and take a closer look at what I've been working on. Been doing a lot of stuff on the exterior, trying to finish that up, get it figured out so we can move on to the inside. The main thing left to do out there is some windows, because I didn't want to get too crazy with those until we kind of laid out the inside. So we didn't put a window where like a wall was going to be, because then we'd just be undoing the work that we've been doing. So this is it. This is what we got right now. Nice little close-up. All the walls are filled in. And at the end of last episode, we tried out this brick to kind of add some color, break up all the grayness, and make our entryway pop out. And most of you seem to like it, so we're going with that. I did add in some stairs so that it breaks up the flatness of it, adds a little bit of depth there. We also, someone suggested using granite and mixing in some of that. So instead of using andesite back here as our little accent block, the behind block, whatever you'd call that, we're using some granite to get a bit more of that red color. And I think I like it. Granite's still not my favorite block, but I do like it. I think I like it in this instance. I think it works pretty well here. The redness ties in with the brick, but it also adds a little bit of variation, so we're not just having the same texture all the way around. This, I gotta say, I'm not super sold on this, but I decided to go with granite on this side to sort of balance out with what we have over there. I might still be playing around with it now that I look at it, just using the brick. But for now, I'm pretty happy with it. I like the way that it looks. I also replaced our spruce kind of rustic trap or door that we had here with some trap doors on top, and switched it out with dark oak. This is what I really would like to do, or wanted to do, but we don't have dark oak trapdoors, so it makes it a little bit more complicated, but I think I got something worked out here. So obviously we got 3 regular doors and some planks on top, so we have that nice brown rich color throughout there. Kind of makes it look like one single thing a little bit. And then what I've done is I've made it like 1 block wide and kind of framed it out so it looks like just a big thick heavy door. A nice proper door for a mansion, and then I've added some trapdoors in here so that when you walk through you can just, you know, open one door and the other one will open automatically, and then they'll both close. Works out really nicely. Over here, this was kind of the big problem area, and I think I've done a lot of work on this side to make it look nice. Let's maybe we'll hop on over to these trees so we can get a proper look at what I've done. And there she is. So we used to have this whole side was just big, long, and flat. Like, this is a huge improvement. I decided to just cut out this corner back here, add another balcony. It offers a beautiful view that we'll check out later, but it also breaks up this whole side. I mean, it breaks up the back, makes that not look so uniform and boring. And of course it breaks up this huge side, takes out a big chunk. We got the normal wall underneath, and then we got some dormers up top, and over here just kind of a big stone tower. It is flush with the side of the house, at least on top. On the bottom it kind of sticks out from that back granite. And the reason why I did that is because I didn't want these roofs sticking out farther than this roof. I wanted those to be flush, and I wanted it to be even with this, and I think that works out pretty well. Although now that I look at it, I almost wonder if we should stick it out 1 block. I love when you think you're done and then you look at it again and maybe we're not quite done. Maybe I will stick that out 1 block. I'll have to play around with that. We'll see in a bit. But let's keep looking at the rest of the house. So we got that nice balcony over there. The back here is pretty much the same. I just filled it in more. We do have a nice back entrance, which will open up to our backyard back here. Back. Nice garden out here. And then this side is pretty simple. I just kind of filled it in. We got the andesite there. I wanted this tower, I wanted a lot of stone in there as well, just kind of the gray color. But we do have the granite in the corners to break that up a little bit. So let's take a look on the inside. And this is kind of our entryway. We got our back entrance there and our front entrance right here. Then you can go left and right to the different areas. Over here, I decided to extend the spiral staircase all the way down. So we have kind of a grand staircase that goes to every single level. So it goes up to level 1. And then you do have this. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to keep this. We'll have to figure out if we can do something here that will look nice. And then this continues on up to the top of the tower. Now we do still have a staircase over here, but I decided to extend this one down because it is kind of a bigger house. It's nice to have multiple staircases, multiple ways up, so you don't have to go all the way across the house to get up to the next level. Also, that one is kind of more of a back staircase. It's very plain and boring. This one is more of a grand staircase, kind of a main one that you would use, the one that your guests would see and use most of the time, a little bit fancier. But like I said, we still have this one over here, kind of a stone one in the back, and it works out pretty nicely with how the layers go. Goes up here and then up that way. And we also have a staircase down, and this will be the only one going down to kind of the basement cellar area. So this side of the house will probably be like a less traveled one, or used more by the occupants rather than the guests. So then we have the second floor up here. And here we have the balcony that offers these beautiful views of the wild forest out there, the Birch Hill, nice lake back there, and then of course our garden when we eventually add that, work on that landscaping. So that is a nice little back balcony to look out from. And then we have our front balcony out here. I do want to add, of course, some windows in here. I think we're going to go with like a cross shape. Sort of works pretty well in that area, and that will give you a nice view of the lake back there and the back garden as well. We already looked at that, and then we have the third floor up here, which I think will just be kind of one big room. You have the dormer windows here too, so you can look out to the side over the untamed forest out there and our ship that's still sitting out there. I keep forgetting that we have that, and this is going to be blocked off here on this side so that we can still have kind of a taller roof area in this section. Now the first thing we need to do today is lay out the inside and figure out where things are going to go. So looking at this, we have the grand entrance over here, and I think this is going to be kind of our main sort of sitting area, gathering area, where guests can gather and chat. So this is going to be kind of our living room type area, and we'll have to add in some nice windows. Maybe we'll go with, I wonder if the cross design would look good down here as well as up top, or maybe if we did, let's see, what else would we do? It'd almost be nice if it looked taller, like maybe if we did, what if we did something like this? I'll have to play around with the shape a little bit there. But it'd be nice to have some really nice big windows. Maybe we just have 2 windows kind of like that. That could also work. Again, I'll have to play around with that and fine tune the design there. And then I do want to have some windows out the front here as well. Again, not entirely sure how those are going to work, what kind of windows we want to do. We do have the staircase here, so we can't use a lot of this space. You know, some of this is going to have to be kind of unused. But we do have some area kind of around the staircase that we could use for something. If nothing, at least we could add some windows here to bring in some light and put some plants or something. Would look pretty nice. Now it would be nice to be able to put a fireplace in here, and I haven't really designed that into the building. This back corner seems like the most logical, right back there. But if we do a fireplace, that means a chimney. And we'd have to bring a chimney up here. I could maybe make that work. Maybe just stick it like right in this corner. I think I could make something happen there. I mean, we can always make something work, right? We might have to change a few things around, but I think a fireplace back in this corner would look really nice. Somewhere right in here, this area. I'm just placing down blocks crazy like. Maybe we'll just kind of frame in a box. There's our fireplace. And then we'll have some sitting areas. We'll have some bookshelves. Nice little den. Not really den, but again, a nice little gathering living area. And over on this side, I guess it makes sense to have a dining hall. We got a nice long room here. We can put a table. We'll have to work in, again, some windows in here, which I haven't really figured out how to do windows on these sides. They might be a little bit awkward. And we have some mobs coming up after us. And the sun is out, the rain is gone. Much better. So we could do a window kind of in this area. Maybe put one here as well. And here. We'd have to build this back. Put some bricks coming down there. But I think that would work pretty well. Or maybe even, I don't know, maybe we don't even have to do that. Maybe we can just do, or yeah, we will need the bricks there. That would be fine. But maybe we'd break that, put the window in that area. Would look pretty nice. Get a little bit of light in there. And how do I get back in? I guess my only, the closest entrance here is the back one. Oh yeah, that really opens that up. And then maybe, I don't know if we'd want to do, oh yeah, I guess we can't, yeah, we wouldn't do it there. We could do it here and here though. Would look pretty nice. Break those out. We'll put some stone bricks there. And I guess these will probably just be stone bricks as well. Let's get rid of that. So stone bricks there. That could look pretty nice. It works out that this one doesn't stick in one. So we still have some space here in the corner. And we don't have a window just right up against the wall. Yeah, that would look pretty cool, I believe. Just adding those few little windows really changes this. It really brings in that light, and you have that nice green color coming in from the back. So yeah, back here we'll have a nice dining area. We'll have the table coming here down the center, and this actually works out pretty nice. If we do a 2-wide table, we'll have a couple blocks on each side to put some chairs. And then back in this corner we can do a kitchen. And here, let's see. I'm kind of thinking we would break this up like that. So this would come down here. So then our kitchen, I don't know if we'd want to do a wall here. If that would be enough space, bring our kitchen back there. I think that could work. And we'll just put a door, I don't know, somewhere in here to the kitchen. I think we can make that work. This will be the kitchen area, and then you'll have to go through the kitchen to get to these staircases, but I think that will work pretty well. Especially, you know, if we have our cellar down here, maybe they store some of the items down there in the cold cellar so that they don't spoil. And then we can add some light in here as well to the kitchen. Give them a little natural light. We'll put our stuff in here. I don't really know how I want to do that, how I want to fit everything in here, but that's something we can play around with. And then we have this floor up here, and since we have this balcony back on this side, I think our main, kind of our master bedroom has to be here. I think that makes the most sense. So our bed will be back there. I might actually move this door, now that I think about it, over to this side, because otherwise that's a little bit awkward to like have to come around here to the back. It makes a lot more sense if we actually even put a double door there. Maybe if we even did a door, like maybe the acacia doors, they let in a lot of light. They don't necessarily look the best. Like the color really wouldn't match here, but I do like the shape of them might work really well. But anyways, we'll have the master bedroom somewhere in this area. Not entirely sure how much space it will take up. We do have a nice big space here that we should use for something, or maybe we block this off, and this will be, I don't know, some kind of storage room or something. Just put a closet here, just so that we have kind of a hallway going this way, and then we'll have a hallway coming this way. And then up here, I think this is going to be kind of a library den type area. We'll have some bookshelves around here. We have this main living area right down here, so it'd be nice if we had guests over. Again, thinking of that, if they could come up here and sort of check out this area. Maybe we could even, you know, we're gonna want several bedrooms in here, so we could even bring this wall out here, and maybe around this window we'd have another bedroom. So this would be kind of our second bigger bedroom here on the second floor, and then have our library den area up here. I don't know what we'll do there, or if we'll even keep that. And then we have the third floor up here. Do I have torches? Yes. Put those down so we don't get mobs. Then we got the third floor up here, and I think up here we could do, we could maybe do a couple of bedrooms, or maybe just one big room with like a couple of beds. Like people just, whoever is up here, maybe this is the children, they share a bedroom, could be up here, but I think that is kind of the main idea. Again, we'll block this off somehow. It would either have to be one big room, or we'd have to put a hallway going like this, and maybe separate it like that. And then I guess we could put a door there, and then we'd put another door, I don't know, like that. So you'd have this room over here, and then you'd have this room here. Is a possibility, and I guess that would be nice to kind of, I tend to really leave a lot of big open spaces when I do interiors, so I think it would help if I break this up even more and just make this place a little bit more claustrophobic. It definitely helps in the long run and in detailing areas out. You know, it's a lot harder to fill in a big space like this than it is to fill in, you know, a little hallway here and a little closet and small bedroom. All right, I've been doing quite a bit of work on my house. Lots of stuff on the inside. It's basically like finished, but not furnished. Like the whole interior is kind of laid out. The walls are done, ceilings are done, floors are done. It looks amazing. But I figured we'd start out here because I've done a couple of changes to the outside. First off, you can see the windows. Those aren't quite done. I need to decorate those up because they're looking pretty plain. We'll have to put some shutters up there, maybe some window boxes, but that will come with the decor, the decoration, the furnishing, and all that. But you may notice over here, I switched out the granite with the brick, and I don't like it. Actually, right here, this doesn't look too bad. I'm not super opposed to that, but I think it's just a matter of there's too much brick on this side. You have all this stone brick, all these brick textures, these brick patterns, and then you just have a smaller version of that there. So I think we're gonna get rid of that. Let's just hop up here and switch this out. I've actually already switched out, or switched back all of the other sides, because I did have everything changed to brick, but it didn't look right. So we're gonna go back to this, and I think that looks better for those accent parts, those parts that are sitting behind all the brick. I like the texture variation there. I did switch this to brick, and I think we're gonna keep that though, so that's all good. What else do we do? I did end up adding, or making this stick out one block, and I think it looks a lot better. Yeah, there we have the granite again. Yeah, I think this looks a lot better. Makes this side a little bit more interesting. Gives it even more depth over here. Way better. I love it. And the final thing, the other thing that I did to the outside is we now have a chimney. Oh, doesn't that thing look pretty good? It's real bulky on the bottom. But I like that. I like that. And then it sticks out the roof very nicely. Looks great. All right, let's go around the front. We'll go through the front entrance and we'll take a tour of the house. Oh, I'm so excited for this. This thing is looking great. So we got the front entrance here, and we got some tile on the ground. Went with like a polished diorite and stone slab. I like the new polished diorite. This is the new texture, and it's definitely a lot smudgier, basically, which works out really well. It no longer has those weird, harsh kind of black dots all in there. I used quite a bit of quartz in here, getting a nice regal look. Give a little preview of what we got going on here. Let's start over here, I think. So we got a closet back here. Oh, I guess I need to change out the floor there. I'm just going to stick some chests in there. Went with some pillars, the quartz pillars, as like a wainscoting on the bottom of these walls. And then on this bottom floor, we got some grays. We got the gray concrete and the cyan terracotta to give some nice grays in here. And then for the floor, we have either the tile or a nice dark wood floor. I think that looks pretty good. We also have some crown molding up top. That's what the quartz stairs are up there. Decided to go with just a nice white ceiling up here. Part of the reason is that right above this is the floor for the next for the second story, and there is some texture variation in there. I think somewhere, maybe there isn't. Maybe it ended up not being a texture variation, but I wanted some freedom to be able to play around with stuff on the upstairs, so I decided to cover that up with the quartz. Also, it just gives a nice clean look here to our dining room. Kind of messed around with the walls here. It does look a little busy and messy with the granite sticking in here. That's kind of my least favorite part. But the granite looks so good from the outside that I'm willing to just go with it. There's a lot going on. But honestly, once we get the furniture and the decorations in here, it's going to cover a lot of that up. You're not going to see all of this. And then we got the kitchen, again going with the tile. Nice dark ceiling. I might play around with some stuff here. But in the kitchen, we can actually lay some stuff out right now. I think, let's see. I think we're going to take out the floor right here, and I'll have to put some stuff underneath. But we're going to put our furnaces right here. We're going to have a couple of them, a couple of ovens right there. And I do want this to be a functional house. This is where I am kind of living, or am going to be living for the next little bit. This is my Sea Haven house, so I want to actually have things that's useful here. And looks like we need some more hoppers. Let's make more of those. So even though the hoppers don't look amazing and these, like a chest in the floor, doesn't look great, I want to have that here so that we can actually use the kitchen to smelt our stuff and store our fuel and all that. So we're gonna do something like that, and I'll do some decorating around it to make it look good. And then over here I want some water. Now we could do a cauldron. Obviously a cauldron is not going to actually do much for us in the way of like being able to just grab water. That might not be a problem. Maybe I'll have water collection somewhere else. But we could do either a cauldron here, or I'm just going to use brick as countertops right now. I'll probably switch that out later. The other thing we could do is put a trapdoor, maybe even an iron trapdoor right here. And this could be our sink, and then I'll have to power that, which I can make a stick. Let's make a stick. And oh, I don't have cobble. No. Anyways, I could have a trapdoor there, power it from underneath. We'll put that there, and then I could put a water bucket in there, and that could be our sink. That could work pretty well. I like the look of the cauldron better, but like the cauldron actually looks kind of like a sink. But this is going to be more useful. We can't grab buckets of water out of there, but we can fill up water bottles from there. So I guess it just depends on if I actually want to use this. If I really want to use this, I could make this whole thing water, all 3 of these spots, and put trapdoors in front of it. I'd have to do something here. And then I can grab from the middle and it would refill. So that's something that I'll have to consider. So we'll have a water source over there, smelting here, and we'll have some storage over here. And actually, I could even make this, instead of making this a closet open to over here, I could take out this door and put a door here and make that kind of a pantry. And that will give me a little bit more storage in the kitchen if I want to do that. And then we have a nice railing here and the staircase going down to the eventual cellar. And we have this staircase going up to the 2nd floor. But let's check out the living room first. This I'm pretty happy with. We got our nice spiral staircase. I switched that out with the spruce so that it contrasted more with the dark oak. I put a railing around it too, so it wasn't just an open staircase. We got some walls here that's covering up some of the brick, and there's actually like a big open space behind there, but it was really unused because we had this staircase in the way anyways. We got some windows out to the backyard, and of course the fireplace. This thing looks pretty fantastic. And let's actually get this thing going. Let's get a fire roaring in our house. So I'm gonna put that as a base, and then I'm gonna put some logs in here. So we'll do a log there and there and there. That'll work. Get some fire going. We do have fire tick turned off on the server, so I don't have to worry about that burning anything. Maybe do we just want to light everything? Have a nice big roaring fire? That might be too much fire. I think we want a little bit of the logs showing. I think we'll just do something like that. Yeah, that is nice. All right. So that is the main living room. We'll have to put some seating areas around here, some shelves, lots of shelves around, decorate up the place. Then we can go up to the 2nd floor, and up here will be our kind of library area. We'll have lots more bookshelves, again, some seating areas. We got this staircase going all the way to the top. I did end up getting rid of the little platform there, and this is just another part of the chimney kind of sticking on the inside. But that just goes up to the top of the tower. And then we got some walls in here. Up here we got the light gray concrete. We got our doors out to the front balcony. We got a bedroom here. And I did bring some stuff to make some beds. So let's do that. Let's get some beds going. Do I not have planks? Let's grab some planks. I might have turned them into something else. Oh, that's not what I want. What am I doing? I want beds, and now my inventory is going to be super full. All right, so I think in here we're going to do a couple of orange beds. So let's grab that, and we'll just leave some stuff sitting on the floor for now. So we're going to put some orange beds over there, right by the window. That'll work nicely. Let's make a couple of more beds here for us, so we can put them in the next bedroom. And that'll do for now. So we got another door out to the front. I actually changed this front a little bit as well. Kind of made it more like the back. You can't really see it here. There you go. This balcony used to only come out to like right here. It was just this little bit of space that you could look out from the front. And then there was green concrete throughout this whole front part. But it was so big and flat because we couldn't put a window here because we have the staircase. This front part is kind of awkward with the staircases coming in here. So we couldn't put very many windows in this front. And the way I kind of broke up that flatness was I extended this this balcony out to here. And it looks like this needs to be changed to some spruce, but I don't have any at the moment. We got a closet over here. Can put some chests, some shelves. And then we got the master bedroom. I did decide to go with the acacia doors. The color's a little off, but it's worth it to get these like slotted doors so you can actually see out there. especially since there's no room to put like a window here. I'm gonna put like a closet with some chests over there, and then we can make a couple more beds and put those down. And I think these I'm gonna put right across from the doors there. And then we got plenty of space for some wardrobes or desks or anything in here. So that is the master suite. We can make our way up to the 3rd floor, which is very claustrophobic, very tight. The floor is a little messed up up here. This is not a place where like guests would really come very much, so we don't care too much about all this. But it's messed up because I have some slabs on the floor here to give this area a little bit more height, so it's not feeling so claustrophobic and tight. So these walls have to kind of go up all the way. So we're just gonna deal with that, and that's fine. But I continued the wainscoting. Up here we have the lime green terracotta. Give a little bit different color. Trying to use some different colors throughout the base. I mean, it's all basically gray, brown, and green, but still, up here you don't have any of the green walls, so it works out pretty nicely. So then we have a bedroom here, and we can let's make a few more beds. Did I leave my crafting table? I did, didn't I? Let's go make a few more beds real quick. Oh, also, this is where that wall separates there, which works kind of nice because I can break up this hallway. It's not so long and boring. I can put a little shelf thing there to decorate. So let's make, I got just enough wood to make 3 more beds. I don't know if we'll need all 3 because I haven't decided if I want to make one of the rooms into a bedroom. But up here, we got this room. This is going to be a bedroom. We'll do a red bed here, and I think we'll just put the bed right there. I think that makes the most sense. Unless I put it here and move the door over, but I think that is gonna work just fine. Maybe? Actually, you know what? This part is kind of long and skinny, so I'm going to put the bed over there, and I'll move the door so that you're not like coming in right in front of the bed. I think I'll move the door over here. Shoot. Inventory full again. So we'll do that, and we'll grab the door. And how did I have this door? How do I want this door? Let's make it like that. And then I can do some storage back there. Maybe even make that into a closet or just a wardrobe. And then we have this bigger bedroom over here. Maybe I'll put a double bed over here, which I didn't bring enough dyes or anything to do. But we'll do a nice light blue bed, and I think we'll stick that over there for now. I might make this a double bed because it's kind of a bigger room, or maybe even just have a couple of beds. Nothing wrong with having more beds. And then we have this spot right here, which I blocked off. This is right above the hallway, and I put a floor here, and we can either just use this for storage, or we could put a bed up here. Just this is where the unwanted child goes. The least favorite child sleeps in here. No windows. I don't think we'll put a bed here. I think that's a little bit too mean. So that'll just be storage. And like I said, I might maybe I'll put a couple of beds up here. So we could put a bed there and another bed there or so. That could work. Yeah, I think I like that. All right. So that's the house so far. And that is going to do it for today's episode. Oh, I feel like I was just doing too much talking today, explaining what's going on. It's a big build and kind of involved. Like, there's lots of little things to figure out and play around with. And I'm not super good at building interiors of houses. So this was definitely a fun practice. And I think next episode, we're gonna work on the furnishings and the decor, which I feel like this house is gonna take so many episodes, which is like dumb because it's just a little house. I mean, it's a bigger house, but it's nothing like crazy. It's not like a huge, 10-bedroom mansion or something. But it definitely it takes a lot of time to figure stuff out, at least for me, and play around with things and decide on what I want. But yeah, so we got the furnishings. I think we'll work on next episode, and then hopefully after that we can move to the outside, and get a nice garden going on back here. I need to make a road and a staircase coming up to here. I think that is all going to be super fun to play around with. Put some of these trees back that I chopped down, and maybe just expand this hill a little bit and take down some more of these trees and put up better ones. But anyways, that is enough for today. I hope you have enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, folks.